What's up, everybody? Welcome on in. Welcome back to franchise mode for MLB The Show. Hope everybody's doing well. We're going to probably just jump in real quick. Going to the calendar. We're going to be starting a game against St. Louis. We're going to play full game. With our road uniform on. Excuse me. We're gonna do quick counts. Let's jump in. Hopefully our starter can go a little longer. Let's do jump into it. Looks like St. Louis may be using their specialty uniforms. I don't know what those are. I don't think they're City Connect.
Hello,
Somebody
and
can let
welcome.
me know in the
Thanks
comments.
for joining us.
For
MLB
sure.
The Show
You know what
has
they are.
action out of the NL
I'm sure there's
Central.
a Cardinals fan out
It's
there.
the Cincinnati Reds taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. We have an absolute treat on tap today as two of the game's best pitchers go
former Red Sonny
head-to-head.
Gray.
Yeah, and when these two are on, it's nothing short of electric, Boog.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Hopefully everything's working today because I had to do a
Here's
system
O'Neal
restart.
Cruz.
Unexpected.
Center fielder O'Neal Cruz.
I feel like this mic is up super high.
And he gets
Oh,
a
I see how this
fastball by
segment's
him
gonna
upstairs.
Two balls, two strikes.
And O'Neal is struck out.
I danced everywhere.
Here's Lane Thomas now. One down, base is empty. So a foul ball.
I just
makes
feel
it
out of
1-2.
whack. I don't know what it is. Just feel weird.
And that's in the dirt. That misses, and the count's full.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
There we go.
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And
Starting
that's
out
a
like
double.
on a good note for once.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Solid double down the line, and that was a pretty decent pitch that he just turned on. Not really out over the plate. It was inside, but he was more than ready to get that bat through the zone.
Now batting Jaron Duran. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
It's up the middle.
Swing and a ground ball, and
Now
that one
Cindy.
gets through into center field. Run
Take an
scores
early
easily,
lead.
and it's 1-0.
Let's go.
Well, they strike first as he gets the
Back
job
and forth,
done to bring home the run. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Ellie De La Cruz will hit next. Swung on, popped up left side. Win.
The shortstop out. He'll camp under it. Make the
Makes
second
the
out.
grab, and there's two gone.
Ellie didn't get just enough of it.
Here's the lineup for the Reds. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Gavin Lux.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody
Outside.
that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
Runner takes off.
Popped
Swing
him
and
up.
a ball popped up. Arenado sizing this one up.
That was weird how he
that'll
spun
do it.
like that. Thought he was gonna drop it.
So one run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show.
Trying to capture that moment.
Now it's the right fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
See if how Rhett Lauder does starting out.
And a foul
Fouls
ball.
one off the plate.
Louder with some less
I
than
hope everybody's
fantastic
Wednesday is
work on the
doing
hill
well.
lately.
Hope everybody's enjoying their
Goes
week.
down looking.
You guys are halfway there. It's my Friday. So that's fun. I think I've got
Now,
all my
Mesa
audio
wins.
issues fixed.
The 1-1.
Hopefully, we'll see.
Just missed.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
And that's in for a strike. And
All
it's
right.
2-2.
Beats the Cardinals with doubles. He's got 18. Not
Right
this time,
side,
sir.
hard hit. Tosses to first. And 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight.
So I've got an influx of
2
people.
out, space is empty.
I've got-
Here's Contreras now. 2 out, space is empty.
They can play second. I got Lux
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
and
Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Cruz going back. Onto
Matt
the track,
McLean.
and he makes the
I got
catch.
Steer. And I've got Austin
New inning
Hayes.
getting started. Now batting Key
These guys can't play every day.
Keep Brian
And
Hayes.
somebody's going to be the odd man out.
Yeah,
Encarnacion
big swing
Strength
and a
is
miss.
struggling the way he is. He may be the odd man out. He may be the one getting traded.
That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ricky
He's
Holiday,
not
our
doing-
umpire behind the dish, known as pretty fair umpire for both hitters and pitchers.
Yeah,
He's
I
not
think
doing
that's
his
right,
job.
Boog. There is a little inconsistency on the corners of the plate. You can't always be sure how it's going to go with those borderline pitches as the game progresses.
Wynn hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Next for
That is
Cincinnati,
better. The
T.J.
designated
Friedel.
hitter, T.J.
1 down,
Friedel.
base is empty. So a
If you
foul
guys
ball
watch my
makes it
live
1 and
streams,
2. How much
I've
were you
on the Reds
aware
for
of
that
the
live-
umpire
or my
scouting
live stream,
report, or
too.
even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real
Friedel was
good,
another
but
one.
Outside of that, you just
have
kinda
anywhere
went into
for him
the
to
game,
play.
especially back when I was playing.
And a sweeper misses for a ball. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Swing and a miss. Sonny Gray with the strikeout.
Sonny
Here's the
Gray
Reds catcher Tyler Stevenson.
stepping it up after that first struggling in the first inning, allowing a couple
Up
runs.
the middle.
say that
Dives, and
and
he
he
can't hang on.
gives up
The throw won't get there
A
in
single to
time,
the slowest
and
guy on the
they
team,
can't get
probably
the
Tyler
out.
Stevens.
Runner at first with 2 away. And now it's Gavin Lux. Oh,
Ooh.
that hit him. The throw is
Flip
still
that.
in time. And they do get the 3rd out of the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark.
Bottom of the
We
second,
head to
Red
the
Lauder
bottom of the
steps to the
second.
plate.
Here's the second baseman, Nolan Gorman.
He plays
Late with the
with, played
swing
with me
there.
on the
I think he was
Twins
sitting
in
off
my
speed.
Road to the Show live stream.
Battling here as he fouls it away. The wind of the pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Does it?
Gorman
No,
checks
we
the
did not.
swing. Appeal down to 3rd, and he held back, according to Dave Lawrence. Hard hit, right side. Lux throws to first in time.
I think Lux is probably a better player than most of those
Alec
people.
Burleson digs in now. Left field.
Little pop fly.
Grabs
Duran
it on the
got
run.
it.
And there's 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder.
That reminds
Put it
me of
into his
Dorn
highest gear
from
and go a long way to track that
Major
one
League.
down. Nothing
you've
better
never
than
seen that,
You
you
feel
probably
like a
need
wide
to
receiver playing football.
pause this live or this video and go look up Major League.
That one just missing inside.
Any baseball fan that hasn't seen Major League is slacking at life.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And good work there as he gets a one. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field.
Oh, it hung up there just long enough.
Nice running grab.
Every day during batting practice,
The
these
Lou.
outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One out, base is empty.
All right, foul ball down the right field line. Obviously, as I'm recording this is
That wasn't an
Tuesday.
easy pitch to hit.
Phone's
It's
blowing up with all
much
kinds of
easier to
hockey
do
stuff.
damage against mistakes,
It's
but
one
that's not
sport
what
that I never
pitch
got
was.
into.
That misses, and the count is 2-2.
A little ground ball to the shortstop, across the infield.
And Thomas is out.
Thomas was the guy that hit that first one.
Jaron Duran, the next to hit.
If there's nobody on in front of him, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
Hard ground ball, base knock.
All right, there's a
And that
hit.
extends the inning.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that.
Time
one.
for
He
Ellie
pulled
to do
it
something.
hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
And now Ellie De La Cruz brings it in, and that is that. One hit. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the catcher comes up to him, Pedro Pajes. And that's off the inside edge. And the count is 3-1. This one in the air.
Yeah, I'm trying to get this done before I do my live stream.
To hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
So I'm recording this Tuesday.
Michael Hellman. Fastball for a strike.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, it should be a good outing for him.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So 2 down now, and here is Victor Scott. Line drive, base hit.
Oh.
So now back to the top of the order.
All right.
So the batting order turns over. Now here is Lars Nootbaar. And a swing and a miss.
I don't think he'll be stealing
Tying
now.
run is at first. Here in the last half
Oh,
of
he
the
is.
third. Runner on the go. Pitch is high.
That's the ball.
I think we may have
Dang.
a balk here. And yes, we do.
Right there.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Next pitch is outside.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Sneaks through, base hit. The throw home.
Got him. Oh, you're.
Time safe. We're tied at 1.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Just one of those seeing-eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
De La Cruz. That
Got
is
it.
a frame.
So we allow 1 run to score.
But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even now at 1-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
Outside.
Misses.
2-1.
2-1.
Well, these Reds Doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up one run.
There we go.
This one's
CS.
into the outfield. Could
About
be
time you
extra
did something.
bases. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Great hands on that swing. Took the barrel right to the baseball, caught it out front, and ripped it into the gap. At that point, there's probably no question in his mind that he was going for two. That's just a great feeling.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position.
All right, let's get a hit here, Key
The
Brian.
next to hit for the Reds. Man at second. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
2-2 to count.
In the dirt.
Bounced at the plate, but no advancement.
Back to the mound. He's got it. To first.
All right, that
That's
run
the
moved
first
over.
out in the top of the fourth.
Not a bad outcome
productive.
in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Just gotta get a hit. Or
And
that.
that one is lifted in the air. Scott under it. Squeezes it. Runner tags from third. He'll score on the sac
take
fly.
that.
And a 2-1 ball game
Now
now.
batting, catcher,
Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit for the Reds.
Outside.
That's
2
way
balls, 1
outside.
strike.
2-1.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Downstairs.
Just missed.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
There's a strike at the knees.
Hmm.
3-2 now.
3-2.
Two down, base
that
is
was
empty, but
questionable.
1 run across. Top half of inning number 4. To the right side, and that one handled. Tosses to first, and that will end the inning.
All right, well, that's gonna do that, didn't he?
Back here at the ballpark,
Leading
let's
off
check out
with
the
the
latest
Cardinals.
news from around the league.
First baseman, Wilson
Louder, winds and
Contreras.
deals. Just missed.
Got an 806 OPS.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it.
He got a hold of that.
They must be going crazy in the dugout. His 12th of the season, and we're level. It's 2-2. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
That home run certainly worthy of another look with StatCast, huh, Singy? I mean, that ball screamed out of here.
Absolutely. I mean, we only see a handful of home runs with an exit velo around 116 miles per hour, and the best we usually see in a season is somewhere in the high teens, and every couple of years somebody breaks 120 off the bat, but that's extremely rare. So you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
I love their plain Jane St. Louis Cardinals yellow heart cover.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to
Now
the
batting,
slider, tried to sit in
designated
between,
hitter,
just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Burleson.
Oh, great stop. To first. And very nicely
I was
done
gonna have to
for the
dive.
out.
I hit the dive button. Thankfully, it did not.
Now batting, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado. 2 down, nobody on. We're here
I'm
in the
trying to
bottom
guess
of
the
the
pitch.
fourth.
I'm pitching. I know what's coming.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Cuts and misses.
down.
It's a strikeout. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. On the ground, right side, Gorman. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the
O'Neal
defense work behind it
Cruz.
with
He's
another
0 for
ground
2.
ball.
Batting
O'Neal
247. He was
O'Neal
300 or
Cruz,
something
the
when I
next
got
to
him.
hit for the Reds. That one missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken back as you jog back to the dugout.
All tied up, and we're at the top of the fifth.
Not doing very good with our lineup here. People are struggling.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and that's a two-bagger.
Stand-up double for O'Neal Cruz.
Third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Here's Lane Thomas. Popped up. Gorman. Brings it in. 2 down.
I thought about faking going.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to
Who
see a
is that?
pitching change in this spot. Sonny Gray will depart, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout.
That's not Carlos Marmol.
Now pitching for
Matthew
the
Liberator
Cardinals.
takes over on the mound.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Is Carlos Marmol not a Cardinals coach anymore?
Line drive.
Damn.
And makes the play, and that's out
Little
number
sinking
3.
liner right to the
So one left
shortstop.
for Cincinnati. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Pedro Pajes.
We're gonna let Louder go as long as we can.
Next pitch misses inside.
So our
And
bullpen
that's
is
ball 2.
You know,
not.
these Cardinals just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Swung on, belted. That's back. And that one is out of here. And this place is rocking. It's 3-2.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the
fun.
wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Cruz makes the catch. And there's one
Up
down.
next for the Cardinals.
And now here's a speed
Center
threat.
fielder,
Outfielder Victor Scott.
the second.
Just
Ooh,
missed.
just high.
On the corner for a strike.
Okay.
And the count is
2-2.
even 2-2. Ground ball up the middle. And it's through for a
Oh,
hit.
come on,
So
Ellie,
they
you
a
can
man
get there.
aboard with a one-out single.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel.
Runner on the go. That's in for a
Work to
strike.
stand up and not throw it.
He's in there safely.
Good job, Stevens.
One out and a runner at second. There's a swing and a drive.
Oh,
Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. The run comes in from second. It's 4-2.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Digging in. Mason
oh, this
Wynn.
is gonna.
Got it. Covered plenty of distance there. Out number 2.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for
It's
sure.
frustrating.
Pitcher's his friend. He'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch. Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
And a swing and a
Sit
miss.
down.
Beat him with a fastball. But 2
After he
runs
took
for
us
him and they jump
almost
ahead.
500 feet.
Back here at Busch Stadium. Start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Ellie De La Cruz. That one lifted to left. Helmet.
Good job,
makes the
Ellie.
grab, one away.
You're doing so
pulled
well.
off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming over
gonna trade the whole
instead of
team.
staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some
You're not getting
authority
4 hits a
instead of
game, you're
fly
getting
out to
traded.
left.
The Reds down by a pair, and we're the top half of the 6th. Up the middle, Win. Slings to first in time.
Beating by a step.
Key Brian Hayes, the next to hit for the Reds. 2 down, nobody on.
Outside.
Pitch
Oh, that
misses,
pitch is out.
and it's 2-1. That's a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
He's a little slow
He
guy.
needed that one. It's been a tough
Now
stretch at the
batting,
plate
the
lately.
designated
You'll often hear the
hitter,
phrase
TJ
short to
Friedel.
it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came
2-1.
away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
2 outs. That
Three
one
balls,
misses.
1 strike.
Ball 3.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this
Nope.
count.
And ball 4,
Wow.
2 aboard.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are
Up
free
next for
passes,
Cincinnati,
especially in spots like
catcher,
this.
Tyler
Make the team
Stevenson.
earn their way on.
A nice
First
home
and
run would be
second.
nice here.
2 outs. Here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson. Just missed.
Could be some action here on this next
got 2
pitch. Couple
balls,
runners
1
on.
strike.
Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Tag in the one. That'd be nice.
That
Ball
one
3.
misses. That's 5 straight.
First
Three
pitch
balls,
strike
1
from the
strike.
pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And that'll
That's
load
ball
the
4.
bases.
Good patience to take
Struggling
that
with
walk and
location.
keep the line moving, and it sets up a critical at bat coming up with the bases loaded here.
1-1.
Bases all loaded up.
It needs to be
now
there.
It's the second baseman, Gavin Lux. And
That's a
that
ball.
misses as well.
Boog, in situations
balls,
like
1
these, the
strike.
air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Dang it.
This one in the air, center field. Scott drops into the glove.
Bases loaded.
And that's the
2 outs, and he pops up to the
back
center
here in
fielder.
St. Louis, bottom of the 6th. Here's Nolan Gorman.
That's a
Just
ball.
missed.
All set to throw pitch number 100.
2 balls,
He
1
needs a
strike.
quick inning here if he's going to be able to make it through 6 complete.
Got him swinging. He chased the changeup, and he's up to 7 strikeouts.
I wish they would just hit a ground out first pitch. Or that.
Track wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball. Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Next pitch is
that's out.
outside. Fastball
that
is
ball went out.
outside. In the air, left
There's
side.
out number 3.
Durant moving
Let's
under.
go hit.
Nabs it. And
Now we're
that
down
ends the
3.
inning. One for the Cardinals on the solo home run. It's 5-2. It's major.
Now pitching.
New pitcher for the Cardinals, John King.
Well, he's been hitting pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA.
King.
So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Come on, O'Neal. Get through.
And he grounds one back up the middle. A sliding stop it short. And they
Dang.
get the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
I love how the coach just turns and like,
Out to short. Win. Sends it across the first.
I've got speed.
And Thomas is
Just
out.
can't get anybody on base.
Here's the left fielder, Jaron Duran. 2 down, nobody on. On the ground, right side. Gorman throws on to first. And it's welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Picking the players that we should
2-1 now. Fought off foul.
Everybody's just struggling. Pitching staff, hitters.
Got him swinging.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Here's the center fielder, Victor Scott. And now 2 balls and a strike. And there's a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th.
Foul ball into the Reds dugout.
One, and it remains 2-2.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Thomas hauls it in.
I thought he was not going to get there. I was like, are you kidding me?
And now the right fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
He'll be fine for the end of this inning.
And foul ball.
Foul ball.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
See if I can get him to swing.
That one outside. 2-2. In the air, right field, Thomas. And that is that.
I thought I was going to drop it. It's bullpen. Tim Herron.
Now on the bump, JoJo Romero.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high. It just breaks a ton.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Ryan Helsley getting loose out there. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And there's 1 down. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping
my
him
hitting
off
gets
base.
better.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Throws across the diamond. 2 up, 2 down.
So weird
Those
seeing
plays
Contreras
can be
play
tricky.
first.
They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Missed with a changeup and a count 2-1.
37,814 in attendance for tonight's Titanic struggle.
At that lead because if it
If you
gets
know,
to the
you know.
ninth, that closer's coming in.
They say you win. 2 down, nobody out.
Longtime voice
Over
of the
top of the
Cincinnati
eighth.
Reds, Marty Brenneman.
That one missing inside.
Everything would be a Titanic struggle.
Swinging
through.
a ground ball.
Oh.
Over to first. And the Reds go 1, 2, 3.
That shortstop was really
Reds
good.
go down quietly.
Now pitching for
Back
Cincinnati.
now, new pitcher on the mound.
The
as
only
we
pitcher
roll into the bottom
that
of the
is
eighth,
not
Tim Herron.
Tim Herron.
He's
warm
pitching
out.
on 2 days rest. So digging in, Mason Wynn. Fights it off. He'll see another.
It was off the handle. See if we can beat him on the inside. Yep, he beat it.
Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Corrals it. 1 down.
Of course, Cardon Strand's not covering the base.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Nolan Gorman. To third, Hayes. Lux for 1. And
Got
it's
him.
a double
Let's
play
go.
to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Through 8 full, it's the Cardinals 5 and the Reds. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Ryan Helsley.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's
Now
their
pitching
guy.
for the
Time to lock this one
Cardinals.
down and get out of here with the W.
Number 56. Ryan Helsley.
And
Ball
that
3.
skips in the dirt.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Does he have a hit today? I don't think. No, 0-for-1.
The 3-1. That one in triple digits.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job.
7, 8, 9
setting him
due
up
up
by
here in the
throwing
top of the
curveball.
ninth.
Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Ripped in the
There you
air,
go.
left field.
History
and a
continues.
touchdown for a base hit.
Now
Well, he
batting,
keeps the hitting
catcher,
streak going
Tyler
with that
Stevenson.
9th inning knock right there. Coming through under pressure, and not the ideal way to get the job done, Boog, but it works.
You know, only once during DiMaggio's famous hitting
Inside,
streak
ball 2.
did he wait till the 9th inning to extend it. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and the best thing to do is get that thing out of the way early. No doubt about it. You can move on with the game. Otherwise, you start gripping the bat a little tighter as the game progresses towards the end.
101.
Nobody out, runner at first. Outside low, 3
Full
and
count.
2 down.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Swings and misses, struck him out. He's 2 outs away. Gavin Lux, the next to hit for the Reds. Here goes the runner. Ball
Ball that's
outside.
outside.
He's toast.
Throw to second, and he's out.
I might as well just bunt and get the game over with.
2 down, nobody on. Cut on and missed at 101. And the count's even at 2. The Reds down to their final strike. Foul ball, another 2-2.
Finally caught up to the 102. I was late, but I caught up to it. This will be a slow pitch, and I'll be like a mile and a half ahead of it.
Just misses with that one.
Dude,
That turns out
that's
to be a really
30
good take
miles
right
an hour
there, but you don't
almost
want to end
difference.
this game with the bat on your shoulder.
That 12-6 is nasty when he peppers that 102 on the outside corner.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players
Well, that
start
was
hitting
fun.
up and down the lineup. Never
Well,
know
guys,
who's going to come up with
that's
the
gonna
big
do it
hit,
for
who's going to come out of the bullpen and
today.
get the big out.
Get this edited so you guys can see it. I say edited, I just put a beginning and end on it. I don't really edit much. But you guys have a wonderful Wednesday. And don't forget, I'm live at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Appreciate you all coming in. And you guys have a good rest of your afternoon.